Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Daniela and today I have a very easy tutorial for you, and it will be about Superduo or twin beads. It depends on what do you prefer, what do you like, what do you have at hand right now. And we are gonna be making these amazing earrings. But before we get started, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel, turn notifications on, and leave a comment down below. It really helps my channel to grow so I can shoot more tutorials for you. If you want to support me even more, check my Patreon. You can find the link in the description of the video. Let's take a look at materials. As optional, we are gonna need a bead mat. It's easier to pick up beads from the bead mat than from the table, for example. Next, we need beads, 50 pieces of Preciosa twin beads or Matubo Superduo beads. This is how it looks with twin beads, and this is with Superduos. You can see that the earrings are longer and narrower with Superduos. I like it better. So for this tutorial I'm going to use Superduos. The name of this shade is Turquoise Green Vitrail. We need 25 pieces for one earring. Next I need some thread. I'm going to use Eslon in color teal and size D. It's no problem to work with another bead thread, for example Nymo, Fireline, etc. But I don't recommend using transparent beading string because your earrings may twist and will not lie nicely flat. We also need a beading needle. I'm using size 12, it's John James. 2 jump rings, 2 fish hooks or other earring components, 2 ear nuts, scissors, and some pliers. I'm going to use these B-Smith, flat nose pliers and round nose pliers. And that's all. As always, you can find a complete list of all these products in the description of the video with links where you can buy it. Okay, so let's get started. First we cut a piece of thread. I already did it. About 30 centimeters will be enough. And we pick up first 3 Superduos. 1, 2 and 3. In the corner of the screen I will give you a pattern so you can see the progress where we actually are in the pattern. I slide the beads down and I get them to the right position. So I direct this middle bead to the bottom. Now I go with my needle through the second hole, the free hole of this Superduo in the corner. And I pick up another one, Superduo, and place it to this gap. So I go with my needle through this first Superduo, I add it. And what I like to do next is that I make a knot with these 2 tails to secure the beads from falling off the end. It's not necessary, but I like to do it this way. And I need to get my needle back to the right position. So I go through this hole and back up. Now I pick another one Superduo, slide it down to my beadwork and go back through the other hole. Now we fill this gap, so we pick another one Superduo and go through the free hole of the very next Superduo. Like this. Now we are at the point where we need to add 3 more beads. So we will do it step by step. First we pick up 2 beads, slide them down. The first bead try to direct up with this free hole, and the second bead direct down like this. And I go with my needle through this free hole of this new Superduo and through the very next Superduo. And go back through these 2 holes. And it's time to add the third bead that I was talking about. So I pick one bead, slide it down, get it to the right position, and go through the free hole of this Superduo. So what we're gonna do next is that we fill these two gaps again. So I take my Superduo and go through this bead, pick up another one and sew it to the other gap. And you can see that now we need to add 3 more beads again, like the same it was here. So I pick up first 2 beads, I slide them down and get them to the right position. So 1 up or to the right and 1 down to the left. And again I go back with my needle through this free hole of this Superduo and go back to the end this way and tie it well. We need the earring a little bit more wider, so I add another 1 row. I pick 1 Superduo, slide it down, go with my needle through the other hole, and again we will be filling these gaps. And here we go again. So first I pick up first 2 beads, slide them down, get to the right position, 1 up, 1 down, go back through these 2 beads, and this step will be a little bit different now because we don't want to increase anymore, we don't want to add the bead here, and instead of increasing we need to decrease. So I will go with my needle only through this 1 hole like this, and I start to decrease. So I go back through this bead and I just want to fill these gaps. 1, 2, and 3. I pass the needle through the second hole of this last bead, turning the thread, and I also go through the next bead and up again only through 1 bead and turn the thread again so I can continue filling these 2 gaps here. I pick up another Superduo, I fill the gap with my Superduo here, and I fill the other gap like this, and we need to add the last bead here. I turn the thread back again, so I go through these 2 beads, go back only through this 1 bead, 1 hole, and through this. I pick up last Superduo bead and I go through this next bead to fill the gap, and we are finished. Now I need to weave my threads in, so I go through a couple of beads, I go with my needle under the thread between the beads, Make a double knot and tie it well. Go through a couple more beads again. Undo the thread and tie a double knot. Now I go through a couple more beads again. And finally I cut the thread. And I do exactly the same with the other tail. Now I take my pliers and open a jump ring. And go with my jump ring through the last hole of this bead on the edge. So we can attach a fish hook. And now I add a fish hook here and close the jump ring again. And don't forget to put an ear knot. And voila, we are finished. And of course we do the other earring exactly the same way. I think they look quite cute. What do you think? They are super easy and very variable. You can combine the colors and size of the earrings as you wish. I also made them in different color combinations and different sizes, but I cannot help myself. I like the turquoise ones the best. I like the silver reflections. You can make them very quickly and easily, and the material consumption is also very low, so that makes them a great last minute gift for your work colleagues or friends, for example. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you don't miss any new videos. I'm preparing a tutorial for you which you ask a lot for, and it will be a bead crochet masterclass, a necklace with this big knot in the middle. So far I've just worked it out like this, and I'm trying to prepare the tutorial so that it's as easy as possible for you. So please be patient and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss it. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye!